Hi, Brandy. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened there. I guess my time was up, and I did review your work, but apparently it didn't make it into the final video. So let me just do this real quick for you. And so you went through Eufaula, you got on your family's land and a family gathering. So utilizing each composition, depth, centering your subject, getting up close and personal. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to your folder of images here. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so these two lovely ladies, so shiny and pretty. I think that is a beautiful photo, and it's so funny how this little guy is like posing, or girl, just, you know, saw the camera and decided to photobomb. That's it. So to make this image better, I think I would crop out the cars in the background a little bit and just focus on this section. I think that would be a little better. I don't think we need this information, and so that was my suggestion. And then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your focus, and I looked up your manual for your M50, and here it is. And so it opened up it in, you know, PDF, Adobe PDF, and I'll show you how to look at this manual really quickly. So if you click Command F or Control F on a PC, I'm just going to put in Viewfinder because I think that might be the problem. And then here's Viewfinder. And then if we go to the next, I just want to find where it is on the camera. Okay, so here's the viewfinder on your camera, number 2. And if we go again, it says adjust the diopter. So the diopter is how your camera focuses according to your personal vision. So this little, I don't know what you call it, a windy thing. So you can set it to, like if you normally wear glasses, you can set it to, you know, how your glasses see what's in the viewfinder, or, you know, your eyes without glasses, and just set it to the clearest setting for you. And then you set your camera to autofocus, and that should be in your manual as well. So once you've got the viewfinder and the diopter set, auto focus, yeah, it's going to give me trouble for typing when I'm in a video. So hold on a second. So here I just looked for autofocus, and let's see where that takes me. Okay, so this shows you how to set up autofocus mode. And it looks like it's going to be on your dial and the settings screen, and you're going to set up autofocus, and then that will allow your camera, so when you press the shutter release, which is the button that takes the pictures, and you press it halfway, it will autofocus on whatever is you know, you're like pointing at, whatever it thinks that you're pointing the camera at, and you press halfway, it's going to focus on what it thinks is the subject. So sometimes you have to try it several times to get it to focus on where you want. If you're taking a portrait like you've done here with your family, you might have to do it several times, and you're going to want to focus on the eyes. That makes the best portrait. Okay, so showed you how to do that, how to set that up on your camera, and I hope that that really helps you with getting your pictures in clear focus. Okay, and this one, got some great leading lines here with beautiful wide streets. I would probably take this image into Photoshop and increase the contrast. So that will increase the difference between light and dark. It will increase the saturation of your colors. It will also increase the clarity. So that's a really easy one, and that would be image adjustments, contrast, brightness contrast, and then you get the sliders and just increase contrast. Okay, and this one I like as well. I think, I love the red against the blue. It is a little bit distorted from your lens, but we'll get into that later when we're shooting raw images, and we can straighten out those lines. Okay, this is very lovely. I love how straight this image is. And, all these little ducks, they just remind me of Egyptians in profile view, silhouette. So this is nice. You got a lovely sparkle on the water, information here and here. So you made that scene your own. I love that. This one I really like as well. So what's in the foreground is really nice and clear. You're going to have to go and increase the contrast, and perhaps in Photoshop go to Filter, which will be on the top, and Camera Raw Filter, and actually increase clarity. So there'll be a clarity slider if you slide down. And that's if you're editing a JPEG, not a raw file. You can still use Camera Raw settings, so that's really fun. So that'd be my suggestions for this one. This one, that is a, what's it called? Magnolia. We have those here too. And I think I would increase the contrast and perhaps a little bit of the saturation, but I love the light against the dark. So that's a nice contrast already. And you've got some pretty nice clarity over here. Sorry, I'm totally losing my voice after this week. And this is interesting, we can see into the distance. So I would increase clarity and saturation and all of that on this one too. This one I kind of like because it's got the curvature of the land, curvature of the road. I like your shadows. It's got some interest there. But again, with clarity, saturation, contrast. This one is probably not one of my favorites, even though I like the light against the dark. And the flowers are pretty. I just don't think there's enough going on here for me to hold my attention. This one I love. So you've got such a nice shallow depth of field here, such super clarity on the bottom of this little acorn, and that's beautiful. We also are getting this leaf. I would go and increase the clarity, maybe a touch of saturation, maybe a touch of contrast, but yeah, this is the keeper here. And then this one is beautiful and bright, and the colors are gorgeous, but again, it's not clear. So you can try and save it, but I kind of feel like it's already been edited. Like the saturation is really super high on this flower. So I don't know if you could increase that even more. It might go pixelated. So we don't want to do that. All right, let's see. And we got some nice feedback from Christine. That would be Kira. And me. Okay, and then you shared this additional image, which I loved. So adorable. Oh my goodness, I want to know this person right here with his sassy satin white shirt. He looks like Disco Era like me. And oh, it's just adorable. All the faces, you know, from the youngest and growing up, and you know, I teach kids like this, so this is special to me. And so I see again you're having trouble with clarity. So try what I said about the diopter. Try what I said about editing. I would go for the diopter first, and you know, see if that helps. Check out your manual. Anything that you want to look up. Clarity, focus, autofocus. Try that. And this should help you for this week for editing. Okay, I hope that helped, Brandy, and I will talk to you soon.